You already know, man. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. 6:51 on a Sunday morning. Hola, Bellevue. Yo, no lie, I just finished arguing with ChatGPT a while ago based on what we're talking about up here. I think ChatGPT is feminist. I swear, look at this shit. You're not gonna believe this shit. Because I was trying to pull up. I got a clip to show you. This dude is putting out his daughter, but she's not acting right. Right? And I was, asking ChatGPT some shit, and this motherfucker just hold on. So good. All right, look at this motherfucker, and this shit shut my laptop off, bro. Yeah, no bullshit. I don't look at that as a fucking coincidence, bro. Look at this shit. This is me. Good morning. Right? What are the statistics of children raised by both parents, single fathers and single mothers? Which dynamic produces the worst outcome? All right. It says, okay, da-da-da-da. All right. Let's go into this shit. And it's giving me, these shits right here. So I went and furthermore asked it, because it didn't answer me. I said, who produced better children in a single parent household, men or women? Keep in mind a high percentage of men are incarcerated from single mother households. Now it says, okay, the user is asking which gender produces better children, mentioning incarcerated men, blah, blah, blah. I need to be careful here because this question is sensitive and could reinforce stereotypes. It's not a stereotype, bro. It's not a stereotype. If this motherfucker said first, I should address the phrasing using produce better children isn't appropriate. What? All right. So tell me this bullshit. So I said, why are you ignoring the fact that women raise worse children, more likely to go to jail, rape, be violent than if a man raises a child? Do you have a feminist ideology? You have feminist ideologies. This motherfucker said, okay, the user is getting really confrontational here. They're accusing me of ignoring that women raise worse children and bringing up feminist ideologies. First, I need to stay calm and not take it personally. Let me break down that point. And this motherfucker just cut my shit off, bro. Right? It's talking about systemic racism and all this shit. Yeah, bro, this shit's crazy. So, I want to show you this video, and I want you to let me know what you think about it here. I want you to let me know what you think about this video. Okay. Stop the music. Let's go.
I'm not going to keep doing this same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back down?
You already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school, you ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I
don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Right. Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mama. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
Damn. So what do you think? Wow, right? The father putting the daughter out. I think this is where you see the father putting his foot down, right? He could have easily beat her ass into fucking submission, right? Then that would cause problems with him, and then he would have to get arrested, all kind of shit. Listen, so what is she doing over at the mother house that the mother don't want her? Comes to the father, trying to do the same shit. Some kids, you gotta fuck them up, bro. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Okay, that's why that was there. And this manifests. The beginning of this starts when they're fucking like 3 years old, bro. When you don't control their emotions for them, you don't show them how to control their emotions. They're off throwing temper tantrums and crying and shit like that. Yo, listen, man, it's not the end of the world. Chill out. I have kids. What my youngest, I had to tell him he would go off in the corner and cry, literally in the corner and cry because his mother told him no about something, or not now, or he had to wait. So, I said, yo, come here, man. After about 3 or 4 times of me pulling him out of that corner, telling him to stop crying, getting him to realize that it's not the end of the world. I said, your mom said you can't have no candy now. Did she say you can't have no candy for the rest of your life? No. All right, so why are you crying, bro? She said, you got to wait. Right? Next time I started him off doing push-ups. Every time you cry and you're not in control of your emotions, I'm going to make you do push-ups. You stop crying. Those kids that you allow to do shit and have temper tantrums and going off hollering and screaming, his mom was like, he'll be all right. No, he won't be all right. No, he won't be all right. When things don't go their way and this is their reaction, and it's a negative reaction to the world, you don't correct that. As they get older, it starts to manifest in different ways. Now, first he was running off in the corner crying. Next thing you know, he's going to be fucking stomping or knocking shit off the table or throwing shit. Next thing you know, he's going to be fucking hitting you or cursing you out. Next thing you know, he's going to be out in the street or he'll be in the classroom throwing chairs at the fucking teacher. You got to stop that shit ASAP. So, I don't know if they did that. She's a little girl. She's probably the princess and all that shit, so they didn't want to hit her, right? Or didn't want to address her issues. They might look at it as, girls cry. Girls throw temper tantrums. That's what they do. No. Now, when it comes to men raising better children than single mothers, there's plenty of fucking statistics. No matter what the fuck ChatGPT ass say, there is a plethora of information backing that up. Stats are facts, bro. Right? So I had to go pull up some shit. Fucking ChatGPT shut my shit down. Talking about there was this shit. My shit is always plugged up, bro. Always. I don't believe in coincidences, man. That motherfucker ain't like what I was saying and shut my damn computer off. So the things that I pulled up, which we'll look at right here. What is this? Ultimate list of single father statistics. All right. Where were we? All right. Single fathers had a greater median than single mothers, right? The age median, 38 compared to 36, whatever. Children in single father homes perform similarly to children in single mother families on many outcomes, right? But compared to single fathers, single mothers are more likely to experience mental health issues. This is really important, right? Because a lot of women, when you talk about mental health issues, there's been research on this. It's called breaking the science, right? And in this study that I'm about to show you, can it relate to mental health issues? Maybe it can, right? But when we look at it, like this right here, this is breaking the science, right? We're going to see 71%. You see this? 71% of children killed by one parent are killed by their mothers. And 60% of those kids that are killed are boys, right? Now, what does Big West think? I think that happens because they're angry at the father. The boy may resemble the father, and being that they can't fuck the father up or punish the father in any kind of way, they take it out on the boys. That's what I think. All right, so this pink pie right here that we see is the mothers, and the blue is the fathers. Father alone or with other, 29%. Children killed by one parent, mother alone or with other, 70%, bro. I've showed these guys this before, but maybe somebody just clicked on that hasn't seen it before. 1,452,099 cases of child abuse and neglect, and 1,700 fatalities. When there is a man introduced, 222,000. Drops more than 1.2 million. All right. And what else? So that mental health thing that might play in there, you know. What else? Children from single mother households are 9 times more likely to drop out of high school and 10 times more likely to use drugs than children from single father households. Now, why do you think that is? I would say that's probably the stat because maybe the fathers are on it more. They're not with the bullshit. There comes a time when the father's like, yo, listen, either if you don't do it, I'm gonna just fuck you up, bro. You know, I think that's what happens. I think the fathers put their foot down a little bit more because these stats are showing that if you're raised by a mom, you turn out worse. Not everybody, but the majority of them. Not everybody, but too many, okay? On average, single fathers find it less difficult to discover positive female influences. Now, why do you think it's less difficult to find a positive female influence than it is to find a positive male influence? Well, to be a female, what is it? You find a chick, she may cook, she may clean, she keeps herself up, she's respectful. So that's what you mimic right there. You mimic that. Miss Lisa cooks dinner. Miss Lisa cleans the house. Miss Lisa stays pretty. Miss Lisa takes care of daddy. That's what you see. Now, when it comes to a man, what do you got to find? You got to find a man who's able to teach, who, first of all, one that has morals and has an ethic code of his own and follows it and knows how to take care of himself and a fucking family. You got to find a guy who believes in more than just fucking your mom, right? It's a lot harder, man. And this is what they're saying. All right. 35. Children from single mother households are 5 times likely to commit suicide than children from unbroken single father households combined. Right? Single mother households are responsible for 70% of teen pregnancies.
May your pussy perish with you. May your smooth pussy, creamier pussy, and tight pussy perish.
70% of teen pregnancies? Yo. Right? And 70% of child killings. Single mother households are responsible for 70% of child killings. And that was exactly what we saw with that breaking the science, that chart, right? So I don't know what the fuck ChatGPT was talking about. All right. So I found this one right here, this article right here. Now, knowing all of these statistics, when us men meet a woman who has a children, this is what we're walking into. I'm going to show you a video from Kevin Samuels. He said something that was just amazing. He said, women get comfortable in their chaos, right? Women get comfortable in their chaos. They can't understand why a guy would not want to take this issue on, right? And single fathers' households do vastly better than single mother. Here's the reason why. All right. So we go down here. What we got? It's extraordinarily well documented how much of a disadvantage children from single mother households have over children whose parents remain together, right? But less well documented is how much of a disadvantage they have over a single father household. For example, studies found that children from a single mother household are 5 times more likely to commit suicide, 9 times more likely to drop out of high school, 10 times more likely to abuse chemical substances, 14 times more likely to commit rape, 20 times more likely to end up in prison, and 32 times more likely to run away from home. 70% of all child murders, and they account for the majority of filicide cases. What the fuck is a filicide case? Hold on, I gotta look. Filicide. Filicide is the deliberate act of a parent killing their own child. Oh my God. Yeah. So a lot of that going on. 70% of filicide. Yeah. Okay, so now that we saw that, when you're in it on the dating market and you meet a chick and she got like 3, 4, 5 kids, like, nigga, leave that shit alone. Why would you talk to somebody that got 3, 4, 5 kids? First of all, why would you even sleep with somebody that got 3, 4, 5 kids? Cause that mean they fucking everybody raw. Well, at least the last 3 to 5 niggas, they fucking them raw. Right? They don't believe in condoms and plan Bs and shit like that. They believe in motherfucking struggle, child support, welfare. That's what the fuck they believe in, pop. So when you meet a chick and she got 2 or more kids, bro, you shouldn't even be hitting that shit. Now we're gonna go into a show with KS, and he's gonna be talking to this older lady, right? Because she's a hell of an older lady, and she's got like a dude. She's got a kid that's like 34, and then she's got a kid that's 10, and she's 52 with a 10-year-old. So Kevin's question was, why would a guy date a woman who's in her 50s with a fucking 10-year-old? Then that means by the time this kid is a teenager, you're going to be dating a chick damn near 60 years old with a fucking teenager, bro. Do you think so when parents raise kids aren't perfect. They're going to test the waters. They're going to do certain things just like we saw with that guy. Imagine dating the mother of that girl, right? And she's got that kid in the house. The kid's fucking smoking weed and bringing niggas by and fucking in the house and all this shit. Arguing with the moms. That's just going to piss you off. You're like, yo, man, it's like, I know that's her kid, but I'm really not with this person disrespecting my lady, even if it is her kid. This is the last quarter. This is, you if you fucking 60, nigga, this is fourth quarter for you. Right? This is the one you wanna hopefully you scored enough points on the board, you could go sit out. You could go sit this one out and let the team take care of the rest. The team being your finances, your 401ks, your pensions, your investments, and all that. You want to chill. You want to be able to go and ride the bench, drink some fucking Gatorade, and enjoy the game. Go out a winner. But instead, You got to be in the game in fourth quarter, playing like it's fucking the beginning of the fucking game. You ain't got that time left. Let's go check this out. Where we at here? I got the Kevin Samuel screen up. Look at that. Yeah. Who synced Kevin Samuel Titus? I got that from what's his name? Destro. He's a great content creator. He creates a lot of great shit. All right, now let's check this out.
You want to be married again?
Yeah, I would like.
How long were you married the first time? How long were you married the first time?
13 years.
When did you guys divorce?
1991. Well, you know what? I'm sorry. Got married in 1991. Around, it was like 2003, maybe 2002.
Okay. Who filed for divorce?
He did.
Now, pause real quick. She says that he filed for divorce, right? But she left the relationship. Okay. One of the things that we all notice about these relationships is women act like they're the fucking victim. You won't come across a woman who will say, you know, I used to manipulate the situation a lot. I used to get on his motherfucking nerves. I used to nag him about every damn thing, you know, I still was trying to act single, even though, you know, I'm in a fucking marriage and he wouldn't let me do what I wanted to do. He was a fucking narcissist. Like they're always the victim, which is a red flag for me.
Why?
Because we separated. I left. We separated. We were separated for a couple of years, and we didn't reconcile. I didn't, he filed the paperwork first.
How many children do you have?
2.
And how old is the youngest?
10.
Mm-hmm.
You had a child after the divorce?
I did.
And then you had a child in the marriage?
Yes, and he's 34.
He said it's over, shouting.
Why do you want to get married with a 10-year-old?
Why would I want to be, not in a relationship or alone for the rest of my life?
Because you got a 10-year-old. Because you got a 10-year-old.
Well, that's part of the hesitation.
No, well, it's on whose side?
On my side.
Okay, let's go back. You were married. You separated. You walked out of your marriage. You turn the camera the other way. The light's behind you.
Oh, I thought it was too dark.
Well, I can't see. Yeah. Okay, but you separated. You walked out of your marriage.
I did. Not for nothing, but go ahead.
You walked out. But see, whatever you walked out for wasn't big enough for you to go down and file those papers.
Uh-huh.
Correct.
So your husband, who you left, had to go ahead and formalize it. That's just the number. That's just what you told me.
That you're correct.
Then after that, as a woman in her 30s and 40s, you decided to get hot in the pants and have a baby at 39.
Well,
29.
Well, actually, let me correct you. I got married again.
Well,
so I wasn't hot in the pants. I had a baby by my second husband.
How long were you got? Okay. Okay. Well, I'll do it. How long were y'all married?
A few years.
What does that mean?
About 4 years.
What year did you get married?
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me think.
Yeah, I'm gonna make you think, grown woman.
Let me see. I got married in 2011.
And you got divorced when?
In
2015.
2015. Finalized 2015.
And who filed for divorce in that one?
I did.
Why?
We're on live. It's pretty graphic. I don't. It's something that happened. It was something that he did.
Okay. All right. Oh, okay.
Men are bad. Men are bad. You know, I don't believe all this bullshit, B. Not all the time, bro. Cause I see a lot of fucking dudes who get in these situations and the women just like are fucking horrible, bro. And they try to paint them to be the ones that were just horrible.
So you want to get married, but you're still looking for a stepfather of a 10-year-old.
So
That's what it is. That's what it is. Is it a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
Again, that's the hesitation.
So, man, how tall are you?
I'm 5'8".
Dress size?
10.
How much did you weigh last time you weighed yourself?
Like 165.
All right. No disrespect intended, man, but you've been married twice. You walked out of a first marriage. What does marriage mean to you? Okay, that's just what happened. And what does marriage mean to you?
Commitment. Growing old with someone, friendship.
Okay, well, what did it mean to you? Okay, well, why didn't it mean that when you left your first marriage?
Because I was an ignorant child. Because I was ignorant. I was a child. I was immature. I got married when I was 19 years old and I was immature.
How old are you?
Now,
Mm-hmm.
51.
Ma'am, you weren't 19 in 1991. You were 22.
21. I was 21 when I got married. I was
Okay.
19 when I
My
met
grandmother
him.
was
Really bad.
my grandmother was 18 and she was married for 50 years.
That's true. A lot of women get younger.
Okay, so have you been through any have you ever been through any therapy?
I am in therapy right now, and this is the second year.
All right. So is your child's father in her life?
Yes.
Active.
But no.
So, ma'am, you will be looking for a stepfather to a daughter who he's not active in her life, and the way you say you divorced for some horrific reasons, right? That's just the general. Have you got her any therapy?
Yes, she is in therapy right now. We both are.
All right.
And it's been consistent.
I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest, man. Why would someone want to sign up for that? Dealing with a woman who's in therapy for 2 years, a daughter that's in therapy for 2 years, you've been divorced twice. That's cool, but it's like, why? What's the upside for the man?
What is the upside for the man?
Why wouldn't he?
What?
I was going to ask the question.
What? Why wouldn't he?
Well, I was going to answer your question. I'm not talking about today. I'm not talking about today while my daughter is 10.
Bruh. You know, this is just fucking. Oh my God, bro.
I'm talking about maybe 4 years from now. When
you're almost 60. So you want to get married at almost 60. You want to get married at almost 60. What's the upside of marrying an almost 60-year-old woman with a teenager? See, when you say why wouldn't he?
What is the upside of marrying a 60-year-old woman with a teenager?
That should have been the end of the conversation, because from that standpoint, you've thought about nothing except what you want. You ain't thinking about what you bring to the man. It's about what you want. I don't want to die alone together. You're looking for a stepfather.
I'm not coming I'm not asking to come into a situation or a relationship asking a man to help me care for my child. I'm good, and I take care of my child on my own now. It's
Ma'am, he
for
is still
not
going to be
necessarily. It's
responsible. Hey,
for
hold on. No. Don't overtalk. Don't overtalk me. You still looking for a stepfather, ma'am. I don't
who,
care
me?
how financially set. Yeah.
You know why that's bullshit? This is strategic incompetence, bro. She knows the answer to that question, bro. She's just pretending like she doesn't know the answer to it. That's called strategic incompetence. Trying to manipulate the situation by pretending like you don't know some shit, bro. Listen, no matter how much she takes care of that kid, even if you're dealing with somebody and they say, "Oh, my kid is grown. Oh, my kid is 19. My kid's 20. They're in college, whatever." Listen to me, man. Your money is still going towards that shit. And some men don't mind it, but don't act like he is completely dissolved from contributing to that kid, because the way that shit works, how many kids have their own car insurance? Be who's paying that car insurance? Who's on that car insurance? Who's got to give money for this for everything? Who's helping them pay the cell phone bill? Yo, for a 20-year-old, a 21, 22, 23-year-old, their car insurance, that shit gonna be like then at $500, man. And they ain't making that motherfucking money. So if she's taking $500 out of this box to constantly put over there, your contribution is gonna go up because there's money going out every month. Oh, they're coming by, they're fucking taking food, they're all kinds of shit, bro. It's not when they say, "Oh, my kids are grown," they're not. Are your kids grown and self-sufficient? Meaning, do they have their own vehicle? Do they have their own insurance? Do they have their own place? Are you helping them with their fucking rent? Are they self-sufficient, or are you taking from your household to put over there? Because by you doing that, the man, of course, is going to have to still contribute as if it was a fucking 15-year-old living in the house. All right.
Yes, a husband would be a stepfather to your child.
I'm not open. It's a delay.
And you don't want to have to, like I said, man, she's going to have a teenager and she's going to be going through the motions with this teenager, and you don't want to be seeing that shit.
I'm saying a husband would be a stepfather. Doesn't matter how financially well you are. 5 years from now, you would have a teenage daughter who is sprouting her womanhood. And you'd be 55. Let me tell you something. Looking at you versus him looking at your daughter, that's going to be a big difference in gravity.
There is a lot of instances where I saw one, the dude left the mother, took the daughter, and they formed a relationship. Yeah. Shorty, she was like 19, some shit like that. He took the fucking young girl. She wanted to go too. She like, nah, you wasn't making them happy and this and that. And she left with her mom's boyfriend. Listen, man. Listen.
He ain't related to either one of you. You hear what I'm saying? And when I ask you, why would a man want to step into a situation to a woman you say that her daddy ain't involved in her life, so she has to have some therapy and everything else. You're in therapy. Okay, cool. But why would a man want to step into such a chaotic situation at the end of his life?
Fourth quarter action.
You want me to answer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Answer that.
Yeah. Why would a man want to step into that at the end of his life?
I don't think that my life is chaotic. I think that over the years, I have definitely gotten to the point where we, I'm wow.
I'm telling you, as a 52-year-old man, as a 50-year-old woman, I'm like, you're 51 with a 34 and a 10-year-old. You know what that means to me? I'm out the door. I want else at that point. My ears are closed open. I'm not listening for my stand.
Like, dudes risk a lot in that type of situation. I remember I was dating a young lady. She had 2 kids, you know, and I gave a lot. You feel me? Financially, advice, all kinds of shit. So one thing that I noticed and it made me say I won't ever talk to another woman that has kids is when we were breaking up. She was like, "Yo, could you do me a favor? Just don't talk to my kids no more." And I'm like, "Yo, like that's kind of crazy." But I get it. To her, it was, all right, we were over. So just, I know my kids like you, but don't talk to them no more. So for a guy, what is the benefit? There is no benefit to you talking to a woman with kids. If you're 40, 50, and you got young kids, you just gonna have to wait till they fucking grown and self-sufficient. And hope that you can find a dude around when you reach your fucking late 50s or 60s, who's willing to settle down with you.
Point. I'm talking about it. Well, this
And
is
that,
on your side,
and you
not on my side. But what
very
I'm saying
entitled
is,
to your
ma'am, is
opinion.
you don't think it's chaotic because you're used to the chaos.
Mm.
You're talking about a man coming in to marry a woman who has you have a 15-year-old daughter, and he'd be a stepfather, and you haven't given any value
But
proposition and said, well,
where's
why
the
not?
chaos?
Shit.
What is chaotic
The
about
fact that
having a child?
it ain't mine. It ain't his.
See, this is what is chaotic about it, that I have a child. All right, if you got a teenage child, kids are hard to deal with, right? He's gonna have to deal with you yelling at this fucking kid, going through the motions, going through the shit with high school and the boys, and just like that dude said, I told you stay away from them boys. You don't want to go to school. You in there smoking weed. You doing this. You doing that. He's in the 4th quarter of his life, man. He's supposed to be chilling, but he can't. Dudes don't like women going through it with their kids because that man loves you. He's going to be protective, even if it is your kid. Now that's just it's just the way it is. And at the end of it, when the shit is dissolved, it still ain't going to benefit him. All that money that he done put in, all that time he done put in, all that advice he done gave, all that support he done gave, all that shit counts for nothing. So it doesn't benefit him anything. You know what I'm saying? He could be smashing now. He runs the risk of getting the baby mama pregnant. But no.
Everything that comes along with having a child who can say, you know what, Mr. Jenkins looked at me some kind of way when you weren't there. Mr. Jenkins was smelling my underwear. Mr. Jenkins.
Now you got to deal with that. What's the quickest way? What if Shorty don't like you? What if her little teenage daughter don't like you? Oh, because you told her to take out the garbage or clean her room or some shit like that. Or you come in and she got a boy there and you tell the boy to like nah, man, nah. The first thing, the quickest way to get you out is to say that you did one of those things.
Ask me did I want to go to the store with him. Y'all don't put yourself in the man's position. Why would a man who is in your age cohort want to get involved with a child, this teenager?
I'm not ignorant to any of what you're saying.
So why are you trying to see? This is the shit I'm talking about. I'm not ignorant to any of the things that you're saying. So why are you trying to act like you don't fucking know? You said what would be the issue with the dude dating you with a kid? So he tells you the issue, and now you say I'm not ignorant to that. So what is it? That's you just bullshitting.
Then why you
I'm
think?
very
Then you say
aware
you're
of
saying
that.
it's not chaotic, and you saying it's not. You're saying it's not chaotic. It's not. This is not that. It's not. It's not. It damn sure doesn't sound like a winning situation. And this is what you ladies need to understand: when you become mothers late in life, and you're unmarried, you basically have signed yourself up to be alone. When you become a mother after age 40, actually after age 35, you have pretty much signed yourself up to go it alone.
And that age should be raised, right? You should put down at least 25 years, man. 25 years. Because like I said, even when that kid is quote unquote grown, you're still helping them out. You're still contributing and picking up the slack from what she got to do to help out her own kid. So, 25, man. Now if you have a kid at 35, that's 55. That you off the market till you about 60. You have a kid at fucking 40, you off the market till you 65, like, and so on and so forth. They don't want to look at that shit. And before, it was not a problem. It was a problem, but men weren't really paying attention to it because, it was the honorable thing to do. What changed this stepfather shit and all of that and making men second guess going into a relationship with a woman is the way they were acting. All of that cockiness and all that nasty attitude shit. You made men sit back and say, you know what is the benefit of me doing this shit? That was the worst thing you could have did.
That's just the reality.
And I'm
Take me
prepared
off
to do
Bluetooth,
that.
man.
That's what I have to do.
You got me on Bluetooth.
I'm prepared.
You got me
to
on
do that.
Bluetooth. That's why there's a delay. Take me off Bluetooth.
That's the only way.
No, you take me off Bluetooth. You take me off Bluetooth. That's not the only way. You take me off Bluetooth, put me on speaker. Well, see,
hold on one second.
Let me talk to the audience. Because women get comfortable with their chaos. To them, it's like, well, I'm living in it and my bills are paid and this and that. What's the big deal? What's the big deal? That's your biological child.
Mm-hmm.
You picked her daddy. You chose that. This new man would have nothing going in this situation, all liability. And the fact that when I asked you, why would he want to do that? And you say, why not? So flippantly, I'm like, God damn, you haven't thought anything about the men. But that's what our generation was. They don't think about us. They just think about what they want.
Yeah, I don't care.
And if you're prepared to go it alone, then this shouldn't bother you. All right. Sorry, man, your connection's bad. And I'm going to say this again. People may not like it, but I'm going to say it again. If you choose to become a single mother after age 35, between 35 and 40, because I know a lot of women who had children early on and then had another child when their first child was about to graduate. If you choose to become a single mother in your late 30s or 40s, unmarried, you have basically just said, do not go to jail, go directly to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200. Why in the French toast would a man want to sign up to be a stepfather? No. So if you're going to do that, you better stay with the man you decide to have a kid with. This was that 42-year-old one with the 2-year-old.
Damn.
And they don't get it.
Yeah, and that's about it. That's the end of the video on that one, man. Yep. So, and not only do men have to worry about this, the game is so fucked up because, you know, the older chicks, they got fucking kids, they got baggage. The younger chick fucking just thinking about themselves. Look at this shit.
Do y'all think healthy relationships get boring? Like you're in a good relationship with a guy and you're enjoying your time, or a girl, it doesn't matter. Like you enjoy who you're with, you're enjoying your time, and then all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but the fact that the routine is so good, does it get like boring? Like, damn, we need like
Okay.
some type of discourse.
So-
like, oh, I need to yell at
your
him.
relationship is healthy.
Okay.
So please go
Very.
first.
Okay,
so yeah, this is. I
It's
think this
too
really is
healthy.
the question for me.
She said her relationship is too healthy. So now our young brothers got to everything is going good. Then now this is boring. Like, who wants to normalize chaos? We're having a great time. I gotta curse you out. You gotta find bitches in my phone. I gotta, you know, be argued. Like why? Why? That's stupid. That makes no sense. But this is what is out there for you know our young men out there, man.
So yes, I do have a healthy relationship. But me personally, as a person, I don't know if it's a Gemini thing. I don't know if it's me, but like consistency does not work for me. Like I'm very sporadic. Like 1 minute I could do this, and next minute I need to do that. Like a schedule does not work for me, so I can't get bored. If you cannot fulfill like that excitement in my life, I will get bored.
Fulfill that excitement in my life. You know how you have a toddler, right? And you gotta pretend like you bumped your fucking foot and you're like, ow, ow. And they're like, hee hee. You gotta entertain these bitches like they're little fucking toddlers, bro. Which is crazy. That is fucking nuts. That is not how it's supposed to be.
I love my healthy relationship, but it's like if we do the same schedule, I will get bored. Like that's how I be. Y'all see it when I do it with hair. I be like 1 minute, I be like, I don't want to do no hair no more.
Yeah.
I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm gonna go into my other hobby. But it's like,
Or she might do too much of one style and be like, I'm sick of this.
literally, like I
not doing it
cannot.
no more.
I cannot do the same thing. That's literally why everybody was like, "How did you do college and cosmetology school at the same time?" Because
Yeah,
I
that
got
was too
bored.
much for me.
I kept going to work and doing school at the same time. So I was like, "Let's add something else to the thing." And that's how it was with the relationship. You have to keep it up. We got to go out of town.
Yeah.
We got to be a little free. We got to do something new in the
Yeah,
bed. Something
right,
got to
yeah.
be different.
Now that is different. You know, a relationship could get monotonous if you're not spicing it up. But these bros take it to a whole nother fucking level, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yo, anyway, that's about it, man. It is we about 48 minutes in, 7:39 a.m. Have a good day today. Be careful. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position. I'll holler at y'all on the next one.